Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Diyana Amalin Binti Muhammad Khazuran. I'm from CS2435B. My project supervisor is PM Kalsum Binti Nasir. Today, I would like to present about my system, which is fake news detection using machine learning. The content of my project is research background, problem statement, research objective, research scope, research significance, literature review, and research methodology. Research background. Fake news are purposefully sharing misleading information in the form of reports, images, and videos. Fake news can be spread through social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and Telegram. Internet such an important role for the news because many news was spread very fast through it. That's why most of us like to read the news from their digital devices compared to read from newspaper and hear it from radio. Problem statement. The first problem is spreading fake news is bad because many people believe what they read on the Twitter, as well as hobbies or new knowledge of digital technology are easily deceived. Similar problems are frauds that may occur due to spam or posting. Figure 1.1 show the evidence for the first problem from research paper Vasu Agarwal 2019. Second problem statement is text or natural language is one of the forms that is difficult to handle only because the language has many language styles. The examples of language styles are satire, metaphor, and others. In addition, there are thousands of grammars and scripts. Figure 1.2 is the evidence for the second problem from research paper Vasu Agarwal 2019. Research questions for this project are: first, what is the suitable technique to be used for fake news detection? Second, how does natural language processing help fake news detection? Third, how does the fake news detection model will be created for this project? Research objective. The objective of this research are: first, to investigate a technique for fake news detection. Second, to design a model of fake news detection. Third, to implement the fake news detection. Research scope. The scope for this research are: first, focus on Malay news. Second, news from social media, which is Twitter. Third, using machine learning that is focused on natural language processing to detect the fake news because natural language processing can get the accurate result from the news. Research significance. The significance of fake news detection are: people easily can know the news that they got is the fake news or real news. It will stop them from spreading news with the misleading information. Before this, many of us like to detect the text and language style of the news manually, which is using manual fact-checking. But now, if we have fake news detection, we can use expert base, which is we can use our digital devices to do automatic fact checking for the text and language style in the news. It will save our time and the result is also accurate if we use expert base for checking whether the news is the real news or fake news. Literature review. First is fake news. There are four types of fake news. First type is false connection. False connection is the news that have headline or caption who did not support the content. Second type is misleading content. Misleading content is the news that build wrong information to create an issue. Third type is manipulated content. Manipulated content is news story that use real images or video to create false narrative. Last type is fabricated content. Fabricated content is the news that totally different from the real story. The technique that the system use is natural language processing. This research is only preliminary evidence that the natural language processing model developed may be useful of fake news detection. Natural language processing technology has been used in the position detection of news media to facilitate the detection of fake news on certain issue. False News Challenge Phase 1 has made the dataset publicly available, and we are approaching the use of standard benchmark to compare all newly proposed technologies. The system tries to focus on clickbait lightweight detection system based on advanced features and title function. When processing text, firstly, the system must embed word and text. In fact, in order to use machine learning algorithm on the text needs to be mathematically represented. In order to solve the problem that are related with fake news, the system believes that some form of fact-based knowledge must be adopted along with natural language processing-based method. How does natural language processing works on fake news detection? Information extraction is the process of extracting information from unstructured document. According to the definition of the third edition of the Dictionary of the Board of Directors, a document has the meaning in written or printed form, such as news used as record or evidence. There are three types of documents used as input data, namely structured documents, semi-structured documents, and unstructured documents. Advantage of natural language processing. Natural language processing uses machine learning and basic meaning to maximize useful results and enable natural conversation. Natural language processing can understand language and phonetic structure, track morphemes across language, and even interpret language idioms and words to get meaning. Although many software solutions rely solely on machine learning, including basic meaning can make help the process more cohesive and efficient. Previous study for this system is from Oshikawa, Qian, Wang, and the title of the research paper is A Survey on Natural Language Processing for Fake News Detection. So, it focuses on processing, pre-processing. Pre-processing usually includes tokenization, stemming, and generalization or weighting words. To convert tokenized text into features, term frequency, inverse document frequency, TF-IDF, and linguistic inquiry, the word count, LIWC, are frequently used. Research methodology. There are two main things in research methodology, which are research framework and research phase. Now I would like to explain about research framework. The first objective is to investigate a technique for fake news detection. The phase for the objective is problem identification. There are two activities for achieve the objective. The first activity is do a lot of research on the fake news and the technique that I can use to create the fake news detection. Deliverable is create the problem and objective. The second activity is list down all the techniques from research paper. Deliverable is choose the suitable technique for fake news detection. Second objective is to design a model of fake news detection. There are three phases in the objective. The first phase is data collection. The activity for this phase is collect data of the news. Deliverable is news from Twitter. Second phase is model design. The activity of this phase is construct model flow. Deliverable is flow diagram. The third phase is model development. There are two activities of this phase. The first activity is set up software. Deliverable is system environment. The second activity is analyze model using machine learning, natural language processing. Deliverable is fake news detection model. The third objective is to implement the fake news detection. There are two phases for the objective. The first phase is model testing. Activity from this phase is test the model. Deliverable is accuracy of checking the text and language style of the news. Second phase is documentation. The activity for this phase is report writing. Deliverable is final report. Research phase. The first phase is problem identification. Second phase is data collection. Third phase is model design. Fourth phase is model development. Fifth phase is model testing. And the last phase is documentation. That's all from me. Thank you.